do a test. 10. Okay, 10. Let's see. My character is in a good spot. I might need to adjust it. Let's see. Why is not my mouth moving? Not much. Weird. Don't know why. Okay, 1 second. Let me. Okay, let's try that. Hopefully that's better? Maybe? Why is like my mouth not moving very much? That's weird. Usually it moves around more. 1 second. Maybe if I press the right button. No. Okay. Let's see. That's a little better, I guess. Yeah, that's a little better. Weird. Hellos. Let me go see if the Scott is ready. Let's go the Scott. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Let's see here. Get the screen up for you. See it okay?
Yep.
Go. And then let me bring up the game for the stream on here. Why is my mouth not moving very much? Weird. I don't know why.
Your what's not moving?
I don't know if I told you, I have like a VTuber thing. Like a VTuber model thing.
Yeah, you're sure.
Yeah, the shark person. But for some reason the mouth on my avatar is not moving a lot, and I don't know why. Usually it moves more.
That's strange.
Yeah. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. I hate this. Okay, ignore this. Ignore this. Because this is not right. Hate when it does that. Okay. Hopefully it's better. What is with my character? My avatar. Here's my... Gotta mess with the settings a bit more with it. I don't know what's going on with it. It's so weird. Is it? Wait. Oh, is that why? Is that why it was being weird? Maybe? No. No? Weird. What is this? No. 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 No, not that cat.
Would it have anything to do with it picking up the mic, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to move my mic a little closer. I don't know. Okay, let me try that. Put this over here. Yeah, it looks a little better, I think. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, and then put that. Okay. To be fair, it just seems distinct instead of immobile. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine now. Yeah, this looks better. It's always kind of like not perfectly synced, obviously, because yeah. Oh no, you. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I wasn't sure if I had it on like an expression because I have like expressions I can do, which I never do use because I forget about them. But I have like I can smile, real big, and an angry face, surprise, or kind of happy. This one? This is also smile. What? What? No, they're not doing it. Why are the expressions not working now? Okay. Yeah, angry. Is there not one for this button? Weird. That one. That one. That one. Oh, wait. This. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't want to work. It's very weird. Eh, whatever. I make it. Why is it not changing expression now? Why? Why does it do this? Oh, wait. Is that why? Weird. Okay. I think I have to do like shift for some reason. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I think this is a lot better. Yeah, I think it's a lot better. Also, looks like yesterday I got a new follower. So can I do a like a... There we go. Katie Raid 2112. They're not here today, but they followed yesterday, so I appreciate that. I think we're good now. I think we are ready to roll and go to this trial involving magicians, clowns, and a ventriloquist, and a dummy. A puppet. I love this case because of how absurd it is. It's so absurd. So we're at the trial part. So, am I gonna remember anything? No, probably not. So, let's get this mess started. Of like all the evidence stuff we found. I don't remember. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Now I have to try to remember how I did all the voices. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? It's funny that he calls Phoenix his sweetie as well. It's very weird. He throws, I just imagine every time he does that, he literally is just throwing cards at our faces. Just like, thanks. I'm gonna get a paper cut on my eyeball. You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. No, you don't fly in the courtroom, okay? We're already having a magician, clown, and ventriloquist puppet in the courtroom. We don't need flying people in the courtroom, okay? We already had a parrot. We don't need more of this. We don't need more. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. This isn't the circus. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. Just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I mean, I am Phoenix. That would make a great impression. Very intimidating. I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Next. Really, no one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? Oh my gosh, Phoenix, no. I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. No. Just because you're a Phoenix don't mean you fly. The card throwing thing like Gambit from X-Men, yeah. Yeah. He's basically Gambit from X-Men. And now the case of one. Oh. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones. Right, that's his real name. His real name's not Maximilian. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Okay, that's fine. Sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage? Miss Von Karma, your opening statement if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Uh-huh, sure. Convenient for you. It did not count. Do you hear me? Uh-huh. She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Apparently so. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring back her dad. Bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there. Get up there now. Oh boy. Gumshoe! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Oh boy. Why are so many cases resolved by things that start with P, parrot, puppet, phantom? I don't know. Phoenix? The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doorknob. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Jeez, that's... ow. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. Court accept this into evidence. Okay. Blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. So, let's see. The night of the crime. Okay, hold on. Can we... I just want to look at the things. So, this is the photo of the victim, dead. This is the silk hat that is a one-of-a-kind hat that belongs to Max that was found at the crime scene. Does not look good for a guy. Documents related to Max's salary negotiations. He got an enormous raise 1 week ago. Okay. An orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor. A map of the circus. Oh, Arco. Acro. Lodging house, ringmasters, cafeteria, circus. All Gumshoe's expressions are confused or surprised. Yeah. That's how he is all the time. Money the monkey, a monkey who takes care of Acro. Habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Ring, a cheap ring with an eerie sparkle from T to R is engraved on it. And Russell's autopsy report, time of death, 10:15 p.m. Cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Okay, and then so we got our guy Max, we got Ben, who has a puppet named Trilo. Regina, she's the daughter of the victim. Russell Berry, who is the victim. And Mo, who is the circus clown. Okay. So let's just press on everything. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the night of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. Snow rose and blazed and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. Huh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Oh, because there's no footprints. There's only one set of footprints that clearly came from the victim. So it makes it question how he died, or how he would have been killed if there was no footprints showing anybody else was there. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? All of the circus performers were gathered on the big top to practice their routines. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina, the animal tamer, Bo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regant the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Oh my god, Gumshoe. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Jeez. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Gina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately? That's awfully suspicious. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Gina's hand in marriage. Okay. The murder itself took place at the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay. No problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wind box, dead as a doorknob. A wind box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wind box when he was killed. Does the entire puppet count as a blunt object? Maybe. Carrying the box, It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Okay. Hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. Okay. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. About the contents, did they open it? Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this Little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle? What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Where in the world was it locked in that big box? It was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning? Okay. Interesting. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. Is there anything else I could find from this? If I ask anything else about the wind box? This wind box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did to make it. Ouch! I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Oof. This is sorry. Suffice to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Cause of death was blunt force trauma. Okay, let me try also the lock, even though I don't think it'll matter with the lock. I think we just needed to know really what was inside the box. But I'll do this anyway. Why was it locked? Well, yeah, quite a sturdy lock on it. It looked quite a bit open to that. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Dr. Kumachu. Okay. The cause of death was blunt force trauma snapped a vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Oh, no, don't you? Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the events now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well? Oh boy. Yep. Please state your name and occupation for the record. I remember what I did for Trilo's voice. I remember. My full name is Trilo Quist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. You don't believe me? Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. The world of the law. Exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Great. It had good rhythm. No, it didn't. Because I can't. I'm not good at singing. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge? Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in court. Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. That's fair. Okay. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the suit and my clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went to the back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? The police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading toward the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. Steel cat? This was found at the scene of the crime. Belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecution skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Okay. Hold on. No, that's right, okay. Let's practice over. I left the town with the stooge, I mean clown. Because it can't be a plant. No, couldn't be a plant. The clown, you're talking about Mo. Of course I'm talking about the old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy is ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Okay. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. But why did you do that? Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. I'm a good thunker. At least my teacher always said I was. I'm a good thunker. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece get-up? Snobby three-piece get-up? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max three-piece get-up. Jeez. Could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. Okay, thanks. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? No proof it was Max, I suppose. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Yeah, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I don't care. Say that. I think you should stay by your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great. I'm getting shut down by a toy. Okay, hold on.
It'd be somebody wearing it, but it couldn't necessarily be the person.
Yeah. Because if everybody clearly knows what the things are, then, like... Yeah. Okay. Ben only saw Max? Yeah, so he was the only witness that saw Max go that way. even though actually the clown maybe saw him. But we'll get to that later. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Oh, because he didn't see the ringmaster. Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Profiles? The victim. That's the victim. Yeah, that's correct. If Chandler was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Huh? Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactico was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. Seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. Okay. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Charlie wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. What's practice? I'm not sure.
So, let me go back. Is there evidence that we can prove that he has a motive for lying? Is there something we can present to prove that he has a motive to lie?
Yeah, but I don't know where it would do that.
You can press him on each one of these things, right?
Hold on.
You press him on that.
Maybe. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, I'd say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Okay, here we go. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big nose dope? Why are you telling him everything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone? What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Fink's right. We can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for at the... Okay, here we go. Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, 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 that puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Huh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Right, because he's kind of probably more focused on Regina. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on his way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max hitting... Ow! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, alright. Oh my god, he just gonna say it. Okay. I'll spill the beans for real this time. That's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Oh, Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? Yep. The matter, you think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That the matter of puppet marriage is not under the review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Poor man. And thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Yup. Okay, about the proposal. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose, and I give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. You don't still have it in your pocket, because we have it. You were going to propose, you puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can't propose to her, too. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Miss Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. Sigh. What was with that sigh at the end? Everybody loves Regina. Which, I mean, she's adorable, so. Don't be surprised, I was, the Regina, I even had something to give her. Kept it in my pocket. Okay, of course I had it. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so got it in my pocket. Okay, but you don't have it in your pocket. We have it. So, do a little savey. We have, is that right? Nope, okay. I'm dumb. Okay. Okay. By proposing, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina. Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. Okay. I even had something to give to her. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her. numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's jokes has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francesca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Pain equals bad.
Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human. Ow! Oh, okay. So he was making it so she would hit him, so she doesn't hit the witness. I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I like to stick to facts, not psychology. You sure do. Sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the detail, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Man, I'm giving an engagement ring to Regina. Engagement ring? It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Into my pocket. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry. Really? You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Oh, so you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity slob? He couldn't possibly be talking about Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his wood block in half. And not with magic. Max? Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. Max, shut up. So what about this present? And the other ones I'm just give it to her. I still got it in my pocket. So, you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give it up that easily. Wonder how much he receives for appearing in this circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. Judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Engagement ring. I have been waiting for the chance to propose to give it to her. Of course, it was a present for it. In the end, I still have it in my pocket. Okay, now can I? Wait, no. That's not what I wanted to do. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to save. And now maybe I can do the ring. I think we found it somewhere. Maybe? Okay, here we go. Yeah, because we found it. Tryla, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Hold on. Boop. Painting. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat for a bit. Oopsies. That's mine. Give it back. Thief. Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Uh-oh. Is my character making like a face? Is my character making like a face? What is happening? Yeah, it's been making a face. What? Why is it? What is happening? Hold on. No, that's not it. What is happening? Okay, weird. Weird. Okay. Oh, I meant to get rid of that. Okay, I'm dumb. I pressed the wrong buttons. Oh well. Okay, I'm very professional. Don't worry about that. Okay, anyway. I'm all out of sorts. Okay. What is going on here?
That's, say something.
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Put money? Like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey is going to get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you avoid slandering innocent defiance in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money is it really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see, well done. Money likes to go after the shiny things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Oh, monkey. Yow. Oh.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I. No, not I, Mr. Quist. Trilo Quist.
What did you do when the ring was stolen, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool Ben called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, I think this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? His testimony is flawed. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness ran off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that this something slipped past his Villigant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is blind. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defendant's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you so many times, you'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, Stick Boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Alright. I need a drink of water. I am thirsty.
I'll give you that. I was waiting for that night for Regina. But it doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about,
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Okay.
I'll give you that. I was waiting for the night for Regina.
So you are only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. Didn't the murder happen at 10:15? He saw that person at 10:30. Well, he left at 10 o'clock to wait outside. So between 10:15, well, 10 and 10:15, he apparently witnessed the defendant. And then the police didn't show up until 10:30. Yeah. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know, 4. With F-O-U-R, counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, you really think something that would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awfully lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. He has wooden eyes.
But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night.
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. So, he
left at about 10. He waited outside for about 5 minutes. That's when he saw the defendant.
I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Okay.
About what time would you say these events took place? Okay, here we go.
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. Yeah. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed. What time was it?
What time was it?
Let me think about that for a second. Oh, I'm not good at counting or at math. Sigh. It was 10:10 p.m. Yes, that sounds about right. It is right. It doesn't sound about right. It is.
It sounds about right because that's the time that I saw Max on the scene.
Okay.
I said good evening to him, and he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
Why would you say good evening to him? So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night?
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You've got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist acts outside the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Evening greeting? Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand.
Ow, that hurt.
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something so nice to Max. But how do I go around about proving that with evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already have learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. So we'll resume his testimony. Okay. So I have to bluff on something? Good evening to him, even though... So something... Do I... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go to the profiles. Regina? Yeah! Yeah! Got it. Bottle is why he couldn't be cordial. That's true too. That might be coming up in a minute, actually. So that's good thing too. I need to keep that in mind. Trella, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? Hey, here we go. A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, and disagreement at most.
Hey, there it is. There it is. You're on the right track. Disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah.
That morning, Ben got clobbered all over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. Truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial in that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival? What? I would not describe this puppet as that. Okay.
Call him a jerk. I don't know if I call him lewd necessarily.
Yeah, I don't... okay, weird wording. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the scene of the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie, honestly. I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He didn't see anyone? Of course the witness did not see a soul that night. I see.
Who do you think I am just gonna up and decide what I saw that night?
A fool can only understand foolish... Okay. I just didn't see anyone. You wouldn't happen to have proved the back of that statement, would you? Okay, no. Okay. Whoopsies. Oh well. That's fine. Nick, I just saw something. If Ben Charlo didn't see anyone that night, they wouldn't have... Okay. Oh, so they saw somebody else. Okay, they were in the middle of a huge fight. Maybe you should think this over some time, or on your own time. Let's clarify this testimony here. Okay, so he saw somebody else.
Yeah, it was somebody wearing Max's
He saw
stuff.
a different person. Yeah. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe that person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. Ah, what in the world are you? Would the defendant kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening? I think it would have had to been the ringmaster. Because he wouldn't be kind to Mo, and he's waiting for Regina. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the victim.
And he said he saw Mo into his room, didn't he? Yeah.
I think so.
Because Mo was not feeling well. So Mo went to his room. So Mo and him left at the same time. But they split off. Because Trilo and Ben stayed at the plaza waiting for Regina, but Mo left to go to his room. That was like the beginning of his thing. Considering the ill temper of his witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it was not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. Suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? Hey, even Blind Karma's getting it. You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Oh. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order, order. How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. Is this going to be a nice fell on him kind of thing, and that's why he didn't... He died, but there are no footprints but the victims? I think I sort of remember what happens at the end, but I don't remember fully. But maybe. Maybe something like that. Well, I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. Uh-huh, sure it was.
Oh yeah, we believe you.
Yeah, totally. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. Problem is to identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, it's getting old. Come on, man, you've gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Yeah. Yes, we know. The soul cats with cloak and white roses. Does they look anything? Yeah, of course. Yeah, the ringmaster and Max definitely look very alike. A silk cat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Garma, do you have any clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally found a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Oh boy. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? I need a drink. My throat's like dry and bleh, blah, 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 blah. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your efforts, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Oh boy. Huh? Yep, we have another witness. Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Okay. So we finally got, Quist's, the puppet's testimony. Good. But he did see somebody pass him, but he not really sure who it could have been. Just saw the hat and the roses and the cape.
Yep, so it definitely could have been somebody else dressed up as our client.
Yeah. It could have been the victim himself. We don't know exactly yet. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Sweetie, you will have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Trouble, Oh, Nick, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? Very hard choice. Both involve lying a lot.
Yeah, right? He'd make a really good politician, you know that?
He really would.
His ability to just deflect everything in a conversation by complimenting somebody or just sidetracking them.
Or just
Perfect
throwing cards.
politician material.
See, just instead of cards, it's just throwing money at people.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He's
Perfect.
quite an attractive person, so like he's probably, he'd probably do well as a politician in general. And he's white.
Yeah, there you go. And take away the makeup, put on a suit,
Like,
have him spout a bunch of bullcrap. Somebody asks him a direct question regarding his policies or what he wants to do for people. Then he'll just deflect with a bunch of bullcrap, and people will be like, "Yeah, I like this guy. Yeah. This guy's great. I'll vote for him."
yes. Sleight of hand and of topics, of course, yes. Oh, you would make great politician. He's already got the crazy hair going on too. Big, like he could, I don't know. Anyway, you have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery keeps getting deeper. What? Okay. December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Court number 2. Okay. And now, here comes the clown. Not everyone is back. Let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Well, Mr. Lawrence Curls, please take the stand. This part is freaking hilarious. Him as a witness is really amazing. Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Here it is. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. It was Clowntopia, born and raised. I love it. I need to rewind that when I need to watch the stream and then rewind that and see exactly what it says.
Oh my god.
He makes weird little references. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why is he speaking autobiographical gibberish? How did I do his voice? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure that what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Tough crowd. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist? Dr. Seymour Butts. How was that? I mean, we already have a person named Butts. We have Larry Butts. But a couple clowns who were up to no good started causing trouble.
I'm on Von Karma's side this time. Use that whip, please.
Your name. Lawrence Carls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. that day of the murder, correct? Yes, yes it is. Very well, Mr. Carls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian. I don't know what that said. Something, enter a bar, I'm guessing? Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? That had nothing to do with the case. Oh, you're gonna get whipped. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Oh, she surprisingly didn't hit him. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe.
That's evil. Evil.
Oh my god. Oh wait, did you actually... Oh, you went back and wrote it down. Okay. We actually have the whole thing of what he was saying. In West Clown, Adelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days, a couple of clowns who were up to no good started making trouble in my... and they got cut off. Amazing. Wonderful. I think he does make other references too later on, where he like panics and starts saying something random. Poor Gumshoe. I also love that immediately thinks like, God, poor Gumshoe. Like, she didn't say it was Gumshoe, but it's gonna be Gumshoe. Absolutely, it's gonna be Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Then don't talk. That'd be great for us, because then you're not a witness. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. I'm not so sure about that. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off kilter? He's a little funny. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor? I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless, saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. I mean, you do make corny jokes. Except the victim was hit in the neck, not the head. Let me check that. Let me check what the thing says. The night of the murder after I went right through. Okay, hold on. Let me do a little savey, because why not? But, let me go... Autopsy. Blood force to the back of the head. So I think he got hit on the head so hard, it broke his neck. Like it, I can't really do it exactly well with my avatar here, but just like bop, back of the head, enough forward that it like snapped his neck, like really quickly, I guess. I don't know.
Snapped his vertebrae by his neck and probably broke his spine, which resulted in his death.
Yeah. Okay. Then I don't know parts, so I went straight back to my room. Okay. Probably gonna talk about... You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? Oh. Internal decapitation. Yeah, internal decapitation. See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock. That's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. No, we can't. As much as I would like to. Mon Karma's gonna get so mad. Hold on. I kinda wanna press the 8 o'clock thing. And see what happens. You know, you wanna hear that joke. Man goes to his doctor and the doctor asks, how was number 1? The man says every day at 6. The doctor asks, man says every day at 7. Then what's... Oh, I can't see what he says. Witness, these are exactly the types of jokes you should say for that detective. So she is gonna give it. She's gonna make Gumshoe the responsibility. Ow!
God, she truly is evil.
Yeah, you knew that would happen. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, I got in trouble. This will not become a kangaroo court. Okay, let's not make it 10 p.m. 8 p.m. Alright, Mo? What do you mean it's not? Don't make the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. No, there are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. The whip doesn't work for what she wants if you enjoy it. Yeah. Well, then she would just not whip you. And just whip everyone else. See, this happened. Have you ever heard of an anime called Prison School? It's a very weird anime. But basically, these couple of guys were brought into this school that was basically an all-girls school to possibly make it into a co-ed school. However, the boys got in trouble, so they got put into like this basically kind of like prison at the school thing. It's very weird. And they would be made to do like hard labor, like they would have to do like all the gardening and stuff at the school and whatever. And if they got out of line, like one of the girls who was like in charge of like keeping them in line would like physically hurt them.
Okay.
And one of the guys was actually really into that. So instead, after she found out about that, she like basically wouldn't actually hurt him. She would just do it to everyone else.
It made him very, very upset.
If I was one of the other guys, I would play reverse psychology, and I'd also pretend to be into it so I wouldn't get abused.
Maybe. I don't know if that would work too well, but maybe. Who knows? Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. Listen, I did, but I had to go back in time. Not. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. Let's see, is he gonna tell more corny jokes? You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? Double cheese, double bean enchiladas, dangerous menu item. What happened after that? As they say, happens. Ha 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 ha. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. What? But I didn't... okay, whatever. Hold on. Okay. Okay, let's not skip this. Do a savey. Okay. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. Okay. You just have to glance out the window. You could say that. You could also say, I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess M&Ms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Let's do a little save. Pressing on it. Exactly why did you look out your window that night? Why? Why? Ones don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Oh, okay. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh, okay. Ah, I forgot about that. Sure you did. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Yow, yow, yow. That's not something you can just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. Okay. Here's a huge sound outside the window. That's what made me look outside. Okay. What was that sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. So, how'd you know that I was gonna make a joke? Ha ha ha. I guess that the sound sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Okay. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, but how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and that cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding two shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission, far away? That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Montkarma. Of course it didn't make any sense until you talked to the prosecutor. But now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Sure. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do all together now. Say it with Uncle Mo.
Nobody said it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. You know, those testimony, what he told us yesterday, are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. We've got to pinpoint what's going to change. You can do it, Nick. Okay. Hold on, did I? Kept watching them and suddenly clonked the master. Okay. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random, non-sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Hey. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. But this is important. Did he or did he not see the murder? You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh boy. Jeez, that is a huge penalty. Oh, isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear bias to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Of course I do. He just said he looked over at the window when he heard a noise, so wouldn't that be already after he got hit? That's the thing. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Would you care this much if it was a rich clown? That's very true. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Yep. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. And I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo was to believe, because, hold on. I don't think it says he got hit more than once. If Mo was to believe what he says, he looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There is no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a crackdown. Okay, I don't know. See, he says random things. I don't know what he said at all. 1972. I think it is that the rhyme with Columbus. 1972. No, that's not it. Because 1972 was way later. I don't know what that.
I don't know what he's going into either.
Oh no, I thought it was like in 17 something, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Whatever that rhyme is.
It might have been 1600 to 92.
Yeah, I don't remember. Something. 16 or 17, I don't remember. Some kind of rhyme with Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Mr. Cross, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? And they didn't comment. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Oh, so is that a continuation of what he was saying? Mr. Cross, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? Oh! He was making a parody of the A-Team. Like, the, intro thingy?
Actually not seen A-Team.
I haven't really, but I'm like, I feel like I faintly remember a thing about that. Yeah. Yes, okay. I'll have to look at that later and see exactly what he said. Oh no, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. What does it says? Okay. In 1972, a crack clown unit? Oh, right. A crack clown unit was sent to prison by a circus court for a crime they didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Great. Good job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. I guess clowns are like ogres. They got layers. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. Prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement. In the snow? That's, that ain't right. Prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement. Vaughn Karma! Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant Clunk, the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I accept the truth. And if I catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black coat, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes. No, it is not good enough. It is decisive testimony. It is not. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? No. He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Okay. It's a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. Let me do a little save here. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max. It's an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. Sure. So what I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Trilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I know that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. His silk hat, the black coat, they were all there. Then he had the roses? You're sure that this is what you saw that night? Exactly what I saw. What I said I saw is exactly what I saw. You've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? Unless they're like owls. I don't know how other birds do with night vision. Like hawks and stuff. I don't know. I know they have really good vision, but I don't know about night vision. That's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window?
Hawks see about the same as us at night. Okay, so they do okay, I guess. 'Cause we can't really see that great in the dark, so compared to like other animals, so like cats. So I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you were able to see that kind of detail from your window. There was a light near the scene of crime. Anyone with decent eyesight could have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. All records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Was like, oh yeah. Their hunting is 100% vision based, so they can't hunt at night. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. His cloak was rattling in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. Trilogy's testimony and now Mo's. It really seems like Max is the killer. Heck, you've gotta find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I gotta do it. Okay, hold on. It was far about Charlie could only blame Max. There's oh dad, I personally saw Ebony symbols. Still can't that color that were all there. It definitely has 3 symbols. So let me see if that's owls are mostly hearing. That's true too. But I know that they have better eyesight than like hawks would at night. Yeah, the white flowers. Okay, cool. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so, the Sarkak and Silcat in the cloak, right? No. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols. Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now! Silcat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention 1. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.14. So he just started saying what pi is. The number. Senseful, you are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions. It's funny. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? Let me do a little saving. That's why not. To be honest, there weren't any roses in the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But he could see the face. But in the witness cell, he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Yeah, with the black coat, or the dark colored thing. The only fractions are in the prosecution's case. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Ooh. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He is just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilogy's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can he make someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone in such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilogy saw them all. Trilogy saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on that person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt. Oh, it's not. This is a contradiction. Oh boy.
Now what am I supposed to think? We're just supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, like wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. Go on, judgy. I'm not sure. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. Ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Oh boy.
Judge is being very forceful and, like, he usually isn't very much of a presence.
Yeah.
In these cases, he's being very, I don't know.
He's really, yeah, he really does not like the clown. Like, even with Trilo, he wasn't this pushy.
I think all the witnesses have rubbed him the wrong way in this case.
Like with Trilo, he wasn't that pushy. So, it's just the clown he's really, like, tired of. Which is very funny. Because Trilo was actually, like, being mean. Like, the clown's just being dumb. Like, very different. Like, the Trilo was making fun of the judge. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind, there was no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there, I'm equally sure of that. Especially this old cat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. But then how was it found at the scene? Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against the witness. You are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Claro's statement. You'd better have at least a shred of evidence back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Bluffing again. Okay, so I think it has to do with the hat, because he said he had it. Okay. Silkagan. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. But he doesn't mention, like, the hat, because somehow the hat would have ended up coming off. Yeah! This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat that you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat that he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Mrs. Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the scene of the crime. At the crime scene. Crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Oh, it's not true! Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just don't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you were sitting above me doesn't... No matter how like I was younger than you, sob. Enough of this childish outburst, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? Oh my god. The judge is real pissed.
Oh, he is.
Like, Trilo was, like, making fun of the judge, but now the judge is very insulted. Like, how? Mr. Curls, what do you think? Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling you the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. Pitiful, isn't it? You left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
Let me do a little saving. We'll probably have to throw some kind of evidence at him. He left the scene? Oh, right, the footprints, the footprints! The judge didn't want them to make a circus of his courtroom. I think it already is a circus. It's always a circus. It's always a circus in here. There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mel?
What do you want?
You said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
Yeah, he went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Yes, I can. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. No, not. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. I'm sure that's how it happened. You're sure that's how it happened?
Wait, what?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter this theory? Yes, the photo. Yes, this photo. Yep, because there's only one thing of footprints. Yes, but usually it's his circus, his parrots. That's true. Yes, usually the... Oh no, right now I think Miss Von Karma is being the ringmaster. But she can't keep it under control. Okay, look at this picture. Only one set of footprints. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Ay.
Somo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Yeah. Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second.
Oh, boy.
You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
Oof.
Oh, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyway. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes.
The testimony you provided up till now has been false?
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just...
Just what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Oh.
That's what the whip is for. Yep. Order! I will have order! Francesca Von Karma, how could you?
Never done this before, ever.
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. Oh, right. Even though, actually, it makes it sort of seem like it is our defendant, but we'll get to that. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all truth, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic dribble. Yes, you are correct, Dr. Dial.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth.
Sure.
When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he flew away! This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Funny people don't leave footprints.
Yep, Bunker was like, I told you. I told you it wasn't funny. You can believe me now. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Wright? He's telling the truth. It was Mothman. It was Mothman. Absolutely, it was Mothman. He just found the hat and he was like, I'm going to be fancy today. This it was Mothman. What he just said was so strange. I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth? That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic!
Yikes, you're right.
Yeah.
Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. No, but he's a magician. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard any need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Okay, so after this little talking point, I think I'm gonna finish up for the night.
Gotcha.
Because once it starts the investigating part, I'll be done. Because yeah, my eye, particularly one of my eyes, has like been bothering me. That's what I get for not wearing eye protection when I was working on stuff. Oh, that's why it happened under the light. Yeah, the light drawed in the Mothman. And the Mothman found the hat. He was just out on a stroll. Found the hat. Walked by Trilo.
Yeah, then he saw a light in the distance. He was like, I must go.
Yeah. Goodbye. Well, maybe he had to try to keep his secret. So the ringmaster saw him, and Mothman's like, oh no, somebody saw me. Whack. And then he saw that the clown saw him, and he's like, oh no, I can't just whack this guy. I'm gonna go, goodbye. And flew away.
Definitely what happened.
That's what happened. It was Mothman. December 29th, 2:30 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Or 5. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch the sucker. Okay. So that is going to be the end for the night. I must go. My people need me. Yes. That's going to be it for tonight. Because, yeah, my eye hurts. Particularly one of my eyes, but both of them kind of hurt. So we'll end it early for tonight. And we will continue this next time. Plus, it's just a better way to do this with finding the evidence first and then going to trial. It just works better.
Yeah, because by the time it rolls around next week, you forget most of the evidence anyways.
Yeah. So it's better to be refreshed on the evidence and stuff before going to the trial. Yeah. So it just works better. All right. Well, then I will talk to you later, Scott. You
See
have
you,
a good.
Corey.
See ya. Have a good night. All right. So let me see here. No, that screen. Wrong screen. There we go. Let me get rid of do this and then stop. Okay. There we go. So I think that'll be it for tonight. Yeah, sorry for a shorter stream today, but I was dumb and was working on a bit of a project, and I did not use eye protection like a smart person should. So, it kind of hurt my eyes. Yeah, don't do that. Just, it's a bad idea. Yeah. So, I'm probably just gonna chill out for the rest of the day, and I will see you guys next week for more Ace Attorney, and we will find out how the criminal in this case was able to fly away. Very interesting. See you next week. Bye-bye.